Keeping on the topic of cool music games, Avicii, the one and only, has. I actually saw a bit of Avicii earlier this year at Creamfields, not by choice, but I was just walking past the tent. But I listened to some of his sets before I went because I thought, people like him. No, it's not really my thing that much. But he's got a music rhythm game coming out called Vector, and it's also in collaboration with Hello Games. It's going to be a PlayStation exclusive coming out, and the release date is 2016, featuring exclusive remixes from Avicii, which I imagine will sound just like all his other songs, but I don't know, a bit of a different tempo, maybe. I don't know. They all sound the same anyway. Apparently, we saw a video of it, which didn't really tell us much. It looks a bit like Audio Surf, but that's all I could tell from it. Apparently, it's got multiplayer in it as well, so I guess you can write songs with your friends. So, from words directly from the CEO of Hello Games, said that the idea is it's a responsive experience where you and your friends' performance not only affects the race and final rankings, but will also bring dynamic changes to the music and the environment, which will make each race feel like your own little remix version of that particular track. Oh, so I like that. I think if you like Avicii's music and you just want to hear it over and over, I bought DJ Hero just to listen to the Daft Punk mixes at the end, and they were absolutely brilliant. So if you're an Avicii fan, I reckon this is the game to pick up. Rob, I bet you love Avicii.
I don't know what Avicii is. Someone's used the word pop, which is quite possibly why I don't know what it is. And
it's like one step away from dubstep, so I can really picture you.
As not someone who listens to dubstep, I want to just like cram that completely. I don't think he's one step away from dubstep. He's more like one step away from Fatboy Slim if he was 12.
Okay, I do like Fatboy Slim, so that is kind of selling it.
No, I feel like I'm giving him too much credit. He's not as good as Fatboy Slim. He's like...
No, I wouldn't have assumed that, but better than pop and not dubstep.
There's one song I really like by him, which has got stuck in my... And I only know it because it has a 360 video for it on YouTube, and because we just lots of VR stuff, that was like one of the first ones to do, and I sent it to people because I quite like the song. But they all do sound the same. Jack, I imagine, do you know what an Avicii is?
I've looked on the internet and found out it's actually a human being, which was really exciting. When I was at university and I liked to party, I loved electro music, but I've kind of gone off it now. It does look interesting. I liked Audio Surf. It looks a bit like Nitronic Rush, if anyone played that, which was ridiculous, super fun. You basically control a car through Tron cityscapes and you do mad tricks and sounds happens. What I think is really strange is that it seems like I don't understand who the audience for this game is necessarily. It's obviously a puzzle gamer, but directed towards fans of Avicii, because the way they've presented it is that there's a real union between the music and the aesthetics and the gameplay.
I love audio games. One of my favorite games ever was I can't remember what it's called, on the DS, Rhythm Heaven. Rhythm Heaven is a game on the DS where you play different mini games and you've got to do action, so you've got to flick and tap and do different things in time with the music, and that is literally one of my favorite games ever. And the reason I love it is just because you're doing stuff in time. That's why I love Guitar Hero. Anything I can just flick and do in time, and games like that I just fall in love with.
Dance Revolution.
No, I don't have foot coordination. I can tap and tick things, but nothing more. And that was cool. So if it's a game where I'm doing stuff to the music and it's changing a bit as I'm doing stuff, I'm gonna be a bit creative, and it also screws me when I mess up. I think I quite enjoy it. I'm gonna buy this game just to see. Actually, I need to buy a PS4, don't I?
Oh. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
I was thinking about buying one. Apparently, it's destroying the Xbox One now, so I might get one. But
when they make a game like this game that Avicii's making, about a band like Martyr Defiled or something real heavy, then call me, because if we're talking deathcore and it's thundering drums and chuggy guitars, then I'll be very into that. But I don't really listen to cool music. I just like angry Satan music.
I think I'll probably be the only person in the world, apart from Avicii, who would be buying a PS4 for his game. And because of that, Avicii, man, we love your game. If you're watching, or if you watch this video when we upload it after, if you want to give me a PS4 and a free copy of the game, and we will spread it to our audience, I think you're amazing. I love your music.
I'm sorry that I don't know who you are, but I would like a PS4 as well.
One day. That's a sponsor in the bag there, I think.
Yeah.
I'll be in touch with his agent about his game. But no, I do hope it's good. I mean, even if it's Avicii, people can argue that's a bit of a, maybe a bit of a knockoff, a bit of a, not a proper game. But give it a bit of respect, give it a chance. Let's not write it off just yet.
Well, it's quite hard to judge though, really, what the game entails because the video is quite short. I just think the thing is that so far, from what I have seen in that one video from Paris Games Week, is that it just doesn't seem to stand up by its own merits. It seems to be using Avicii's brand and calling to mind things like F-Zero, Extreme G, and Audio Surf, and it just doesn't seem fresh to me as just from a purely gamer standpoint.
Maybe. We'll just have to see. As we started talking about Avicii, our viewers has actually dipped the lowest at any point of the show. So I don't know if people are that interested in Avicii. Maybe we should move on to something else. But still, we'll keep talking about you, Avicii. Don't worry.